Disclaimer. This podcast is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before beginning or changing any health-related regimen. Today we are going to take a deep dive into Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7, one of the most well-known cosmetic peptides in the skincare world. This small but mighty compound is part of the family of peptides designed to help fight the visible signs of aging, reduce inflammation, and improve overall skin health. For the next 45 minutes, we're going to talk through what Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is, how it works, why it is used in cosmetic formulations, what the research says about it, and how it compares with other peptides in skincare. Let's start with the basics. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is a short-chain peptide. It is made up of 3 amino acids attached to a palmitic acid group. The palmitic acid portion is important because it makes the peptide more lipid-soluble. That means it can penetrate through the skin barrier more easily than if it were just the 3 amino acids alone. The structure allows it to interact with the skin in ways that simple amino acids cannot. One of the key roles of Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is in regulating inflammatory processes in the skin. The skin is constantly exposed to stressors. Ultraviolet light, pollution, environmental toxins, and natural aging all create damage. This damage triggers the release of pro-inflammatory molecules called cytokines. Over time, too much inflammation accelerates aging. Fine lines appear more quickly. Wrinkles deepen. The skin barrier weakens. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 helps to reduce this chronic inflammation by inhibiting the production of interleukin-6, one of the major pro-inflammatory cytokines. When you decrease inflammation in the skin, you are not only calming redness or irritation, but also helping to slow down the breakdown of collagen and elastin. These are the proteins that keep the skin firm, plump, and youthful. By lowering inflammation, Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 indirectly helps preserve the skin's structural integrity. That is why this peptide is frequently found in anti-aging serums, creams, and eye care products. Another fascinating aspect of Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is its ability to signal fibroblasts in the dermis. Fibroblasts are the cells responsible for producing collagen and other components of the extracellular matrix. As we age, fibroblasts become less active. They produce less collagen, less elastin, and less hyaluronic acid. This leads to thinner skin and more visible aging. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 has been shown to help reactivate fibroblasts and stimulate them to maintain healthier output. Let's imagine applying a serum containing Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 to the skin daily. Over weeks and months, this peptide is working behind the scenes to calm inflammation, protect collagen, and encourage fibroblasts to stay productive. The result can be smoother skin, fewer visible fine lines, and an overall healthier appearance. Now, you might be wondering, how strong is the research on Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7? While many skincare peptides still need larger-scale clinical trials, there have been several promising studies. In both in vitro experiments and small human trials, products with Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 showed reductions in skin roughness, improvements in elasticity, and decreases in wrinkle depth. These improvements were often noted after consistent use for several weeks. One of the best-known applications of this peptide is when it is combined with palmitoyl oligopeptide. Together, these two create a blend often referred to as Matrixyl 3000. This combination is famous in the skincare industry for its synergistic effects on collagen support and anti-aging. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 brings the anti-inflammatory benefits, while palmitoyl oligopeptide helps to rebuild structural proteins. Many anti-aging serums list Matrixyl 3000 as a star ingredient. Another point worth discussing is how Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 compares to other popular skincare peptides. For instance, acetylhexapeptide-8, commonly known as arginine, works more like a topical alternative to Botox by reducing muscle contractions. GHK copper peptide helps regenerate tissue and boost healing. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7, however, takes a different approach. Instead of focusing on muscle relaxation or wound healing, it emphasizes calming inflammation and maintaining collagen. Each peptide has its own specialty, and that's why modern formulations often combine them. Let's take a moment to visualize how someone might build a peptide-focused skincare routine. In the morning, they might apply vitamin C serum for antioxidant protection, followed by a moisturizer containing Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 to keep inflammation down throughout the day. At night, they could layer a serum with GHK copper peptide for repair, plus another with Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 for collagen protection. Over time, this balanced approach addresses multiple pathways of skin aging. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is also well tolerated. Unlike strong acids or retinoids, it generally does not cause irritation. That makes it a good option for people with sensitive skin or those who cannot tolerate harsher treatments. It also makes it a suitable peptide for use around the delicate eye area. Many eye creams rely on Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 to reduce puffiness and dark circles caused by inflammation. Another benefit is that this peptide plays well with other ingredients. You can pair it with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, ceramides, antioxidants, and even retinoids. There is no major incompatibility. This makes it versatile for formulators and easy for consumers to add into existing routines. Let's talk about results. What can someone realistically expect from Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7? Most users notice subtle improvements over time rather than overnight changes. Skin feels smoother, looks calmer, and has a more even tone. Wrinkles may soften, but it is not a quick fix. Instead, think of it as a long-term investment in skin health, protecting against the daily stresses that accelerate aging. In addition to anti-aging, Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 may also have benefits in calming skin conditions tied to inflammation. Some formulations use it to help reduce redness in sensitive or rosacea-prone skin. While it is not a cure, the anti-inflammatory action can provide supportive relief. Now, let's explore the chemistry a little deeper. The tripeptide part is composed of 3 amino acids, glycine, histidine, and lysine. When attached to the palmitic acid chain, this sequence becomes bioavailable to the skin. Glycine and lysine are both important in collagen synthesis, while histidine has antioxidant properties. Together, they create a signaling peptide that tells the skin to stay in repair mode. From a formulation standpoint, Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 is usually included in concentrations around 2 to 5% in creams or serums. That is enough to provide noticeable effects without overwhelming the skin or causing stability issues. Because peptides can degrade in harsh environments, Formulators often pair them with stabilizers and protective packaging like airless pumps to keep the peptide active. Let's shift to practical application. If you are considering adding Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 to your routine, consistency is key. Apply morning and night if possible. Give it at least 8 to 12 weeks to start noticing visible results. Pair it with sunscreen during the day because no anti-aging peptide can outmatch UV damage if the skin is unprotected. One interesting area of future research is combining peptides like Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 with newer delivery technologies. Liposomal encapsulation, microneedling, or nanocarriers could help drive the peptide deeper into the skin layers, potentially amplifying its effects. As skincare science advances, we may see even more powerful versions of this peptide at work. Now, let's compare Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 to lifestyle interventions. Skincare is only one piece of the puzzle. A balanced diet rich in antioxidants, adequate sleep, stress reduction, and hydration all work together with peptides to create better results. Inflammation inside the body reflects on the skin. So, by calming systemic inflammation through healthy lifestyle choices, you complement what peptides like Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 are doing topically. Another fascinating point is how Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 aligns with the idea of biomimicry in skincare. Biomimicry means copying the body's own mechanisms. Our skin naturally uses signaling peptides to regulate repair and healing. By applying Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7, we are essentially enhancing a natural message, telling the skin to repair, protect, and calm itself. Some people wonder if peptides like this can replace retinoids or other gold standard anti-aging treatments. The answer is that they complement rather than replace. Retinoids stimulate cell turnover, while peptides like Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 reduce inflammation and preserve collagen. Used together, they create a multi-layered strategy against skin aging. If we zoom out and look at the entire peptide market, Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 remains one of the cornerstones because of its proven track record, safety, and synergy with other ingredients. It may not be the flashiest or most talked about peptide at the moment, but it has held a steady place in many best-selling products for years. That reliability speaks volumes. As we continue our discussion, think about how your skincare routine addresses both prevention and correction. Prevention is sunscreen, antioxidants, and calming peptides like Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7. Correction is retinoids, exfoliating acids, and regenerative peptides like GHK copper. A complete approach blends both. Let's also think about expectations. Peptides are powerful, but they work gradually. They are not fillers, lasers, or surgery. They are tools for long-term skin maintenance. Using them early before deep wrinkles set in often produces the best results. For older skin, they still provide benefits, but patience is required. Before we wrap up, let's quickly revisit the main takeaways. Palmitoyl Tripeptide-7 reduces inflammation by lowering interleukin-6 production. It protects collagen and elastin from breakdown. It stimulates fibroblasts to stay active. It pairs beautifully with other ingredients. It is safe, gentle, and effective for long-term skin support. Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes only and does not replace advice from a qualified medical professional. Always consult with a licensed healthcare provider before starting any new skincare or health-related routine. Thanks for listening. Keep learning and stay curious.